Xin chào tất cả mọi người. Thì sau đây mình lại tiếp tục luyện tập về bài My Mom Story. My mom could be on my sporting events. Let's say I was playing football, okay? My mom could be on the sidelines, and when the play on the field start going on great, when the play on the field started going on great, my mother could run long and Mark, get up, get up. I'd be like, oh my gosh. I think it's harder with the other guys. They go, Mark, is that your mother? I go, no, I never saw her before in my life. See, the great gift my mother has given me. She believed in me. I've overdosed on drugs on 3 occasions where I should be dead. But I believe in. I kept here for a reason. You show me your friends, I will show you food. You show me your friends, I will show you the future. How do I know this? I hung out with losers and became the biggest loser of them all because I gave up everything. I read as about it boy. I read about as I read as I read about as a little boy because of who I chose to surround myself with. My friend drive me home at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. We'd be drunk and high, laughing in the car. We put in front of my house and they go, Mark, Mark, the lights on. I go, oh man, my mother's up. See, my mom couldn't go to bed until she knew her son was still alive. I got in, she said, hi Mark, how was the night? I go, it goes good mom, I'm just gonna go to bed. Can I, she said, can I, can I talk to you for a minute? I said, I go, Mom, I'm tired, I'm just gonna go to bed, she said. I haven't seen you all day and all night. Can I please talk to you? I said, man, just leave me alone. Depart me. I slammed my bedroom door on the one person who believed in me. I was on worldwide tour and we were wrestling overseas in Japan. After my wrestling match, I went upstairs. I went upstairs to my hotel room and I fell asleep. There was a knock on my door at 3 o'clock in the morning. I looked through the safety window and I could see he was a Japanese promoter. So I opened the door and he said, Mark, you need to go home. It's, there's been an emergency. I went back to the hotel room phone and I called back to the United States and I said, hey, what's going on? He said, Mark, Mark, he said, Mark, I don't know how to tell you this. I said, just tell me what happened. He started crying. Mark, I can't tell you. I said, Mark, I said, just say it. He said, Mark, your mother died. I just threw the phone down. I ran out of the hotel room. I ran out of my hotel room. I took the elevator to the lobby when the doors opened up. I just ran out. I just ran out into the street. I mean, there was no crowd. There was no people. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, and I just walked out, and I just walked. I just walked out, and I just walked down in the middle, and I just walked down in the middle of the street in Hiroshima, Japan. I I remember looking up and just saying, Mom, I am so sorry. I fell home for the funeral, and I so nervous to wake up to her casket. So I just stood right in the back, and I kept looking for in and I kept looking uh, from a distance. I kept thinking to myself, Mom, please wake up, please get up. And finally, and I finally got the nerve to wake up to her. And as I got closer, I could see my mom was the time. I mean, she was beautiful. She was dressed in white. I mean, she looked like an angel. An angel. I I stand I stood over and I stood I just stood over and said, Mom, you are my hero. Everything you are my hero. Everything I am, everything I hope to was because of you. You love me so much. You gave me the life. You the only one that ever believed in me. How did I repay her? Dear Mom, you're my hero. Everything I am, everything I hope to be was because of you. You love me so much. You gave me a life. Uh, you are the only one that ever believed in me. How did I repay her? By getting drunk, by getting high, by getting stupid, by get out with losers. For what? I all she all she ever want all she want to do all she ever want to do was to talk to me. All she ever want to do was to talk to me. I could talk to you now, Mom. I could I could I could do I could I wish you could see what I'm doing. Why couldn't I have been a better son? We are defined by our choice. We are defined by our choices. We are defined by our choice. But if you surround yourself with people involved in drugs and alcohol and pills, it's a dead end. It's a dead end. I'm not here to preach to you. I'm here to tell you I live that life. It leads to broken heart, broken relationships, broken dreams and death. For what? To get high? It is broken heart, dreams and death. For what? To get high? If you have a mother or father, when you go home, tell them how much you love them. Mother or father, when you go home, tell them how much you love them. You love them. See, my whole life was being rich and famous. See, my whole life was being rich and famous. I had to be a millionaire. I had to win the race. I had to be a millionaire. I had to win a race. I had to win the race at the expense my family, my friends. I had to be a millionaire. I had to win a race. I had to win the race. Uh, at the expense my marriage, my family, my friends. For what? To be alone in the world. I learned what is truly important. I learned what is truly important, and that is how and that is how and that is how precious the precious how precious how precious that like the gift of life is, and our family, and how and how and how and our family and our uh, and our families, and how quickly it could be taken away, and how could be it taken away. I no longer live in time. I live in moments. See, it's not what's in your pocket that matters. It's not. It's See, it's not in your pocket that matters. It's what in your heart that truly mattered. That truly matters.
That truly matters.
It's what in your heart that truly matters. Uh, Laugh is just a word. Until love is just a word. Until somebody comes over and gives it meaning, you are the meaning.